The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your ear holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. You have been beamed aboard, and you are inside the mothership for another episode of The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Do not worry, we're screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds, but the gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector ray is wearing its mask before it goes into Walmart. So calm down, Karen. That's right. We are live right now on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, Jay Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. And in replay and syndication around the world on fantastic internet radio stations and FM stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prod Core Radio, Prod Rock, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Welcome wherever it is that you are tuned and wherever it is that you are listening. 1-313-444-8919. Them's the numbers. 1-313-444-8919. We'll get you on the air live. As well as Skyping me at Alienstone1. That's Alienstone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you'd be wrong. Alienstone1. That's how you get a hold of me. You can also send me text messages that way. Send emails, questions, comments, nude photos, whatever you like, to alienstone at alienxradio.com. Also, bands, if you got music that you would like to have featured on the radio station or on the show, by all means, attach an MP3 to an email and send it to newmusic at alienxradio.com. Again, that's newmusic at alienxradio.com. All genres welcome. The only rule I have is it can't suck balls. If your music sucks balls out loud, boom, it's gone straight into the submissions folder where it's never to be seen or heard again. Also, please make sure that the name of your band is attached to that MP3. You would be surprised at the number of bands that give me songs with a title but no band name. How can I promote your band if I don't know the name of your friggin' band? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get this thing underway like we normally do with a bit of a history lesson. It's Today in History on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
February 15th, 1898.
We have remembered the Maine.
The U.S. battleship Maine mysteriously blows up in the harbor of Havana, Cuba, then a Spanish colony. More than 260 crew members on board are killed in the blast. War breaks out between the U.S. and Spain months later. 1989. The Soviet Union says the last of its troops have left Afghanistan, ending more than 9 years of military intervention. A few years later, the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan, establishing a theocracy and providing a base for Osama bin Laden. In 2001, bin Laden's al-Qaeda network masterminds the September 11th terrorist attacks in the United States. 1564, Galileo, the astronomer whose discoveries drew the wrath of the Catholic Church's Inquisition, is born in Pisa, Italy. And 1820.
Brothers, we must share your freedom. Help us and we will.
Susan B. Anthony, the suffragist who fought for the right for women to vote in America, is born in Adams, Massachusetts. Today in history, February 15th, Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
Alrighty, folks, now that we're all caught up on what happened way back in the day, we're going to put some music directly into your Vajir holes. But just to give you a little hint on what's coming up on today's show, we, of course, got the punchlines. We've got a replay of Who Wants to Be a Smartass? We've got the replay of the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions that came out during Inside the Mothership's episode yesterday. Yes, it's called the Post-Apocalyptic Valentine's Day. So that's right. If you had a great Valentine's Day, if you had a bad Valentine's Day, it doesn't matter. Tune in and check that out anyway. Music for your Vajir holes, as well as punchlines and lots of ridiculous stories all coming your way today on The Attack on the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. But first, let's prop open those Vajir holes with a little music for you from Shudder. Change is the name of the tune. Aw, yeah.
Change anymore, but you don't like to listen. You just choose to ignore the way you feel. I've been looking for the key to your prison. Will always be at war if you refuse to see. I won't be told to live my life with no feelings
this is Doug Bradley, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. And you'd better carry on listening to Alien X Radio, or I will tear your soul apart.
Yesterday seems long ago. How to know what I should do? Many things I'm going through. Tells the secrets that I told. All the words that got me so. All I can do is run away. No one to trust. No one to help me on my way. Time goes by so slow. Step ahead, 'cause I can't just take it back. No way to set me back on track. No one to trust, no one to help me on my way. Time goes by so slowly. Run away, run from it all. On your own once more. So blow, we're hiding away from sight for a better world to make things right. Far away from freedom. Will this ever end? Will this ever end? The dream of a new life is waiting again and
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, folks, it is now time for the Punchlines. The Punchlines being brought to you today by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Check them out on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Igor's Lube is great for dry, flaky elbows. Perhaps you got your fist stuck in a Gravy's boat. Or maybe you would like to do it! Or a naked game of Twister. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. Today's punchline, for this hour anyway, Washington's hair up for sale at quirky President's Day auction. Yeah, his hair. It's almost President's Day, and now there's a chance to own a quirky piece of White House history. Locks of George Washington and Martha Washington's hair, Andrew Johnson's order of a national day of mourning after Abraham Lincoln's assassination, and the pen that Warren Harding used to end U.S. involvement in the war in World War I are among a trove of nearly 300 presidential artifacts hitting the auction block. Okay, folks, I understand antiques. I do. Antiques and things of historical value. I get it, okay? But when we're talking about body parts, and hair is in fact a body part, that's gross, okay? It's morbid. It's gross. So, okay. Other items being auctioned include John F. Kennedy's crimson Harvard sweater and a photograph of Lincoln and his son Ted signed by the 16th president. There are also numerous documents and personal papers signed by John Quincy Adams, James Monroe, James Madison, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, James Buchanan, Ulysses S. Grant, James Garfield, and other presidents. Couldn't you just say, you could have saved a lot of time in your article there just by saying there are numerous documents signed by numerous other presidents. You know, don't you have to pay by the letter or something like that? I don't know. From the nation's founding to modern times, these are leaders who have guided the United States through times of war and peace. The clippings of the Washington's hair, that's gross, were passed down through their grandniece's family and included documentation. Last year, a lock of Lincoln's hair wrapped in a blood-stained telegram about his 1865 assassination sold to an unidentified buyer for, get this, $81,000. A lock of President Lincoln's hair wrapped in a bloody telegram announcing his assassination. Not only is it ridiculous that it sold for $81,000, but it is ridiculous that anybody would want to spend $81,000 on such a macabre piece of history. A chair he was sitting in? Sure. I don't know, a pocket watch he owned? Sure. The pen that he signed paperwork with? Of course. All of this, in my opinion, would be valuable artifacts and historical items that you might want to keep into a collection. But a blood-soaked lock of hair in a telegram, that's macabre and morbid. And, no. And that has been the punchlines for this hour, folks. More music for your Vajir holes coming up right now, and we are going to play a little something from the Detroit area right here. That's right, folks. It is now time for the locals.
it's time for the locals.
Alien Stone took me up inside the mothership, and they did all kinds of experiments on me, and now I don't like country music no more.
Indisputably, the most outlandishly preposterous of all the ancient cults, one which inexplicably took root about, as recently as 50 years ago in Arkham, Massachusetts. I refer to the worship of a group of obscure gods known as the Great Old Ones.
It's strangely warm for autumn. Waves roll in quick succession. Beside in the docks of Arkham. Be wary of the weight-lit property. Poor Lavinia's line was tainted. Heed the call for the poor boy's father. What's the patriarch orchestrated?
Naya Lapatep, the crawling chaos, reputedly the first deity worshipped in older Egypt.
Isn't it a punishable blasphemy to speak his name aloud?
Punishable by whom, Mr. Derry?
Backwater folk out in the nowhere. You can tell they keep it in the family. Never noticed the odd details. Strange things on the hillside shivering.
The oldest or last of the masters of earth, nor that the greater part of substances walks alone. The old ones were, the old ones are, and the old ones shall be.
Volume stacked to the ceiling, keep adding on room upon room. Too risky moving in the daylight, stay hidden and follow the moon. That's all we ever saw of them. Came to a bad end, but still, no one in the town will forget the sounds coming down from Sentinel Hill.
I'm joined right now by a very special guest. You might know him as Merle from The Walking Dead. It's actor Michael Rooker. So you're listening to Alien Stone.
I'll never be able to say all that. I don't say anything that has to do with alien stones. I don't like talking about aliens, and I definitely don't like talking about their stones. So, no, I can't do that. You can do that one. That's my tag, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, Amanda, I hope you know it's me calling Amanda. It's only 4 in the morning. I've done too much drinking and way too much thinking of you.
Oh, Amanda, can you hear what I'm thinking, Amanda? Can you feel what I'm feeling, Amanda? Is that the phone you're ignoring, Amanda? It's only 4 in the morning, the radio's on, every dance song reminds me of you.
what I'm thinking, Amanda? Is that the telephone ringing? The radio's on, every damn song reminds me of you. 'Cause I've done too much drinking and way too much thinking of you. Yeah, the radio's on, every damn song reminds me of you. 'Cause I've done too much drinking and way too much thinking of you. And I hope you know it's me calling, Amanda. It's only 4 in the morning.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, sports fans? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The Houston Texans have released defensive end J.J. Watt per request, ending a 10-year career with the team that drafted him at 11th overall. In a video posted to Twitter, Watt said that he sat down with the McNair family and both parties made a mutual agreement to part ways. This coming days after Matthew Stafford parted ways with the Detroit Lions and subsequently was traded to the LA Rams for Jared Goff. Watt went on to say, in part, quote, "I'm excited and looking forward to a new opportunity, and I've been working extremely hard. I appreciate the McNair family for drafting me and giving me my first opportunity in the NFL," end quote. Watt had one more year left on his current contract, but was free to sign with another team after disputes over money. Other teams are already clamoring to acquire the Defensive Player of the Year, like Cleveland, Buffalo, Tennessee, and more notably Pittsburgh, where his brothers TJ and Derek already play for. I will keep you updated on where he goes next season. Also, 2 other brothers have both called it quits. Twins Marquise and Mike Pouncey have announced their retirement at the same time after a decade in the league. Marquise, a Steeler, and Mike, a Charger and Dolphin, were both starting centers for their respective teams, and Marquise went to 9 Pro Bowls. And just 1 week after the Jacksonville Jaguars hired him, the team announced that Director of Sports Performance Chris Doyle has resigned from the team after a huge backlash from activist groups criticizing the team's decision to hire him. The criticism comes from Doyle's time at the University of Iowa's football program, where he was seen mistreating black players and using racial slurs against them. This led to the program firing Doyle, a move that Jags coach Urban Meyer and general manager Trent Baalke seemed to overlook in hiring him. The joint statement outlined that Doyle had formally resigned to avoid being a distraction to the team, but I'm sure that the decision was to right the wrong they made to appease the activist groups that were breathing down their necks. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Welcome back to The Attack, everybody. The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. We are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds, or at least talking really loud in the back row of the movie theater, making everybody mad. They're missing the previews. We're missing the previews, you noisy guy. Here we are on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio in replay and syndication on some fantastic stations like 920 WON, the Apple 24.7, 97.1 KGSB FM, Get Smashed Radio, and the IRN Internet Radio Network, as well as many others. 1-313-444-8919 or Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone, the number 1. That's how you get a hold of me. Send questions, comments, emails, nude photographs, the secret to the world, and money to alienstone at alienxradio.com. Again, that's alienstone at alienxradio.com. New music submissions, go to newmusic at alienxradio.com. Please make sure they're MP3s. The name of the band and the name of the song must be included. Duh. Anyway, folks, we're going to go ahead and get the second half of hour number 1 underway. The way we usually do. But, with some music for your Vajir holes. But first, I just want to bring this up. Okay, this is whenever I bring up these headlines here, these are real headlines, folks. You're reading your newspaper, and it's talking about peace in the Middle East, or not peace in the Middle East. It's talking about the pandemic, or it's talking about a fire in their neighborhood, or something like that. And then all of a sudden, you come across koala rescued after causing 5-car pileup on Australian freeway. Really? Koala rescued after causing 5-car pileup on Australian freeway. Now, you would think that that's not really something you need to read, but you need to read that, because otherwise, you're just going to assume, you're just going to ask these kind of questions without really knowing. You're going to be like, well, why was this koala driving in the first place? Who's letting a koala drive on the freeway? You know what I mean? How did he reach the pedals? That's a good question. And how did he see over the dashboard? If you have a koala, keep him out of your car, okay? That's all I'm saying. Inquiring minds like mine want to know. And music for your Vajir holes right now from a band called Smith Radio. Forgotten Hero is the name of the tune on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
I'm just 17, dropped out of school, joined the army, got deployed. All my friends got shot, but not me. I'm on my second tour. Got a letter from my girl. She had a birthday at Disneyland. Oh, I miss her so. My new CEO thinks I'm just a boy, but I let him know that ain't the case us no more. And I looked him in the eye and I told him, well, I'm a man. Yes, I am. Went down to the VA, stood in line all day for a little bottle of pills they say I need. Some people go to college, some work their jobs. Me, I just take my meds and I watch my TV. Don't like going out much. I feel safe in my little space with my mini refrigerator. I like to keep my metals cold, and I pull them out once in a while and pin them to my Stones t-shirt. And I look in the mirror and I say, I'm a man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm a man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm just 17, dropped out of school, joined the army, got deployed. All my friends got shot, not me. I'm on my second tour. I'm a yes, I am.
Hello, this is Ernie Singleton, a.k.a. T-Dog from The Walking Dead, and you are listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
This cat's a milkshake. Oh, she's not the angle. She's the spotlight.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
At the far end of the universe, there is a planet ruled by a being of utter evil. And there is only one man who dares challenge him. They are locked in a battle to the death. A battle that will take them across the heavens.
Stop him!
A battle that will finally be fought
I want them hunted down and brought to me!
across the face
Police! Nobody move!
of Earth.
I think I'm gonna need some backup.
Can you show us the way?
Of course. No.
Somebody help me!
Julie!
From a distant galaxy, they have come to Earth. Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. Frank Langella as Skeletor. Only they have the powers to be masters of the universe. Live the adventure.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I'm your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and your emails. The first case up on the docket today comes from Bradley, who lives in Farmington Hills, Michigan. First off, Bradley, drop the Lee at the end. You're a man. Call yourself Brad. Anyway, Bradley writes, "Hey, Judge Man, my wife has a big problem. She turns on every light in the house. How can I get her to stop doing this as our electric bill is skyrocketing?" Well, Bradley, this is what I recommend. The next time that you have a special event coming up, like Valentine's Day, get her a box of chocolates. Get her a nice card, but instead of the card, kind of sneak in the electric bill. Maybe then she'll get the hint. If that don't work, switch from breakers back to the old fuse method, and then take them with you when you go to work. And now today's list of things that real men just don't do. Number 1, real men don't do ballet. They don't do ballet. Real men don't dance at all. Number 2, real men don't watch ballet. Real men don't watch ballet. Number 3, real men don't cry. We hold it in until it kills us. And the last one on today's list, real men don't match their underwear to anything. Because no matter what's happening to you, if you're in your underwear, I don't think you care if your socks match your boxers. This has been Judge Man with Man Law. Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Once again, folks, you are tuned to the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. We are broadcasting from across the universe and the other side of planet Chaos, directly into your Vajira holes. Do not worry, you will not be harmed, but you will be forever changed. You cannot unhear the things that you will hear. You will never be able to unknow the things that you learn during this broadcast. That's right. There's a little bit of education, a little bit of science, and a little bit of nonsense in the show each and every week. It's up to you to determine which is which. That's right. So, folks, we're going to go ahead. As I said, we're playing lots of music for your Vajir holes in this first hour. Coming up in the next hour, we've got more punchlines. We've got more ridiculous stories. We've got a classic episode of Who Wants to Be a Smartass. And what I mean by classic is I mean the one that we did last week. Sir Martin of Mad from UG Media called in, and I put him to the new rules. I put him through the new rules of Who Wants to Be a Smartass. We're still developing this show. It's supposed to be a half-an-hour broadcast, and it took 45 minutes. That's because, as I said, we're still working on this thing. And I have no interns. I have no co-hosts. I have nothing like that for the show. So it's just me and a whole lot of buttons and a whole lot of sound bites. Okay? So we're working on that. And the classic, or the new episode, rather, of Just a Few Questions that we did just yesterday, the post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day. That will be airing in hour number 3. And that is on its way, because we've got you till noon, folks. We got you till noon Eastern. Don't leave your desk, don't leave your cubicle, and don't do any work until after the show, okay? For those of you just now tuning in, you're late. We start at 9 a.m. So anyway, back to the music for your Vajir holes. This is a band, or a lady by the name of Savannah Skeen. Wow, that's just, you would think, you should probably change your name if you're an artist. I mean, Savannah, I like. Skeen, not so much, okay? Just saying. Think about that. Savannah Skeen and The Hunt is the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Hi, this is Vijay Fernandez from Inregalia, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Yeah, Raja.
was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe, and I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love. Igor's lube? Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done? Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's all-new chocolate chip cigarettes. The only cigarettes that give you cavities while you're waiting for the lung cancer to set in.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your vagina holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. It's hour number 2, the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. We are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds. That's right, brace yourself at some point during this hour. We're going to make that roundabout turn. That's right, I use the term roundabout now because, now, all the people in London and over in the UK, they already know roundabout, but now we've got them everywhere over here now, so now I can use it for everybody. So we're going to do a roundabout and head on back, but that's okay. We got the best inertia cancelers in the galaxy installed at Jupiter Station. No more accidents, okay? Nobody bouncing around. Those days are over. You can relax, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're live on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, Eugene Media, Lime City Radio Network, the J. Parker Radio, and United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. Those are our live stations. Call us at 1-313-444-8919 or Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. If you spell it out, you would be wrong. So, folks, hour number 2 is all loaded in the chamber and ready to be shot directly into your vajir holes. At some point, we're going to talk about a Turkish man's 37-year friendship with what? Yep. We've got another punchlines coming up here soon. Music for your vajir holes. We've got the episode of Who Wants to Be a Smartass with UG Media's own Mad Martin as the contestant from last week. We'll be playing that. Perhaps maybe another bad movie flashback. Maybe another Man Law. And then we got a whole nother hour coming up with the episode of Just a Few Questions from yesterday, which was the post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day. So you're going to love that. You are going to love that. See how we build a romantic Valentine's Day evening and through the quarantine and post-apocalyptic world that we live in today. So, folks, anyway, let's go ahead and get things underway for hour number 2.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Casting directly into your brain.
What the Florida?
All right, folks, that's right. We're going to shoot on down there to the part of the United States that looks like it's peeing on Cuba. I'm talking about Florida. Florida, man. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Check him out on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Check out some of his alternative products like Has your governor got you stuck in place? Well, stick your governor right in their place with Igor's new Governor Glue, made for use with the Gretsch Trap. Ask your doctor. So, a Florida man, Davis, stole an engagement ring and wedding band from a girlfriend and used them to propose to another girlfriend. It gets better, guys. It gets better. The investigation started earlier this year when a woman from Orange City, Florida, told detectives that she had discovered her boyfriend was actually engaged to someone else. When she looked up the fiancé's Facebook page, she noticed a photo of her wearing a wedding band and engagement ring that was identical to her own, get this, from a prior marriage. So this isn't even a wedding band and an engagement ring that he gave to her. It's something she had in her jewelry box at home from a previous marriage. He went into there and stole it and then used it to get engaged to another woman. When the Orange County City woman checked her jewelry box, she found her rings were missing, as were several other pieces of jewelry, including a diamond ring that belonged to her grandmother. The total value of the stolen property was about $6,270, according to the sheriff's office. Now, the Orange County woman reached out to the fiancé, who returned some of the items, and they both called it off with the dude. Now, come on, okay? This guy, he also went by the names. That's right. He also went by names Joe Brown, Marcus Brown, and though they did not have his real name, the jilted women remembered that he had a relative in North Carolina, and detectives were able to track down the relative who identified Davis. Yeah, so he's in quite a bit of trouble now. Davis has an active arrest warrant for a hit-and-run crash with injuries in Oregon, and previously has been arrested for possession of fictitious ID, filing a false police report, domestic assault, and possession of cocaine with intent to sell. So this guy is just all around bad news, folks. Bad news. So, what the Florida? That's all I can say. Music for your ear holes right now from 1988, and I don't mean the year. I'm talking about the artist. He goes by the name 1988 Big Rock, the name of the tune, and it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Got your fist in the air. You smell pit, but you don't care. You're gonna rock the head of state. Yours truly, 88. No cuts, no glory. Man, what a ride. Wow. Guitars are rocking. Wow. Drums are knocking. Wow. It's gonna bleed. Wow. It's time for us to lead. You're gonna rock, baby, all night long. White trash, song after song. It's getting late, but you don't care. Just respritz your long blonde hair. No cuts, no glory. Man, what a ride. Guitars are rocking. Drums are knocking. It's gonna bleed. The rock you need. All over the place. We're in. Yeah, your face. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guitars rocking. Drums are knocking. It's gonna bleed. Got the rock. Guitars rocking. And drums are knocking. The rock you need. Satisfaction. Guaranteed. Yeah, yeah. Rock and roll.
Hello, creeps. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
In the heat of the night, when the full moon rises, they're coming after you from out of the shadows. Hell dogs are cattle, making souls of humans bleed. Lightning and thunder, they feed the hunger of the shadow casters. Hell dog pounding. Hell dog pounding. is magic. Your choice is tragic. The smell of lust infecting. In the heat of the night, when the full moon rises, in the heat of the night, they're coming after you.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump to the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Alrighty, folks. Hey, man, I don't understand really why I'm playing the punchlines here. It's time for the punchlines. Being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Pigs can be trained to play video games. Did you know this? Pigs can be trained to play video games with their snouts. I'm glad that people are putting money into such important research. Pigs are highly intelligent creatures, and a study released on Thursday has revealed that they're skilled gamers, too. Published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, the paper is the culmination of extensive research into pig intelligence that began in the 1990s by scientists working with Stanley Curtis, a legendary swine researcher who died in 2010. Of course he's legendary. Everybody knows this guy, right? Okay. The paper highlights two Yorkshire pigs named Hamlet and Omelette. Ah! Two micro pigs also often used in research and usually weighing between 50 and 70 pounds named Ebony and Ivory, all of whom were kept at the Pennsylvania State University. The pigs were trained at a rudimentary joystick-operated video game task. They had originally been created to test chimpanzees. I guess were the chimpanzees too good at it, so now they moved it to see if they can get pigs to do it, or are you trying to say pigs are smarter than chimps? Got to fill in these blanks, I guess, because they didn't ask those questions. They learned how to manipulate a joystick with their snouts to move a computer cursor across the screen. Once they maneuvered the cursor to hit a wall, a treat dispenser connected to the joystick would deliver a snack. So, did they actually learn that they're moving a cursor across the screen and hitting a particular area, which would then produce said snack? Or did they figure out that if they just push something to a certain direction and hold it there long enough, that it will spit out a treat? Are they even looking at the screen? Are they paying attention to the cursor? Or, like I said, are they just holding the I'm just wondering. I need more information. I need to understand. Now, if you're spending all this freaking money researching, that's all the information you're going to give me? I need to know. Where is our money going? I don't really care. I really don't. And that has been the punchlines. So, folks, right now we're going to go back in time to last week when Sir Martin of Mad called in, and we played a little game called Who Wants to Be a Smartass? So, without further delay, let's go ahead and get to said game.
Once in a lifetime, There comes a show that will test and define your intellect. A show that will break through the boundaries of your mind. A show that will peel away the layers of reality to reveal the inner workings of who we are. And when a show like that comes along, we will gladly step aside and give them our time slot. But until then, who wants to be a smartass?
All right, folks, welcome to the show that asks the question that's on all of our minds. Who wants to be a smartass? Probably everybody, right? Everybody wants to be a smartass. The question is, can you pull it off? Can you actually be a smartass? Many have tried, many have failed, many have succeeded with mixed results. Let's go ahead and see who we have on the chopping block today. Our contestant, all the way from the other side of planet Earth, Sir Martin of Mad. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you doing?
Hello. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I messed it up. You were going to do a character the whole show, right?
Well, I'm always in character. It all depends which one.
we are, if we are full of anything, we are full of character.
That's it. Good morning, sir, or as we should say, good afternoon, I should say. Here in the,
over there, on your side of Earth.
UK?
UK?
You. But then, of course, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's now.
It's right. It doesn't matter. It's now. Now is now. And speaking of now it is time to play Who Wants to Be a Smartass. So, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to give you the rules because they changed slightly since the last time. Because that's what I like to do. I like to keep guessing. Keep messing up. You think you know the rules and you don't. You don't know what's going on. Okay, so in round, it consists of 3 rounds. In round number 1, the player will choose from categories to test their knowledge. They will be asked a question and must come up with as many answers as they can in a set time frame. Players will be awarded 1 point for every matching answer on the list. Then a banking question will be asked. If answered correctly, you will bank those points and be awarded additional banking points. The banking, yeah, that's right, but if you don't get that question right, you lose the points that you got already on that question. The banking question point values increase as the game continues, so save your most knowledgeable categories for last. You can get up to 20 matching points and up to 50 banking points. There is also a perfect score bonus of 30 points, making round number 1 worth up to 100 points total. So, let's go ahead and get started with round number 1. So, your categories. Remember, choose your categories wisely because your banking point values go up the later the question is asked. So, the 4 categories you get to choose from today are personal products, leather and rubber, whips and chains, and what does that mean? Those are your characters. Personal products, leather and rubber, whips and chains, and what does that mean?
Wow. I'm still traumatized from yesterday, though, Mr. Alienstone. So my brain is completely dripping. So I will go, what does that mean?
Hey, that might actually work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe having the frontal lobes of your brain liquefied actually might help you with some of the stuff I come up with.
Well, only time will tell, sir. Only time will tell.
Right. So, your first category is what does that mean? And remember, your question, I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to have to give me as many answers as you possibly can in 20 seconds. You'll get 1 point for every question or every one that matches my list. And then I will ask you a banking question. If you get that correct, you will keep those points. And for question number 1, you'll be awarded 5 banking points on top of that. Are you ready, sir?
No, but we'll carry on anyway.
Okay, so, category, what does that mean? Name as many alternative names as you can for the act of sex. Name as many alternative names as you can come up with for the act of sex. You have 20 seconds.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time starts now.
Okay, So some Britishisms are going to come in here. So you've sexual intercourse, you've got shagging, you've got doing it. I'm not allowed, I don't know if you're allowed to say the F word, but F-ing. You've got, banging.
And that's your time. That is your time. So let's go to the judges and see how many you got matched on my list. You got doing it. That is on the list. And let's see, did he get anything else? No, you got no other answers right. However, you did get a extra one that's being given to you for free. You know why? You know why I'm giving you one for free? Because you said shagging, and I liked it. That was cool.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Hey, we got somebody calling in here. Let's see who this is. Hello, you are live inside the mothership for Who Wants to Be a Smartass. Who's this?
It's Mr. D-Unit here.
D-Unit, what's up?
Player 2 has entered the game.
So you want to be a smartass? What question are we on? What are the alternates?
You're lucky. You made it right to the very first question was asked. We can just go ahead. And maybe you missed it real quick. Name as many alternative names as you can for the act of sex. I'm going to give you 20 seconds, and you can add points to. You're going to be like the phone a friend on this one.
Okay.
Okay. Here comes 20 seconds. Ready and go.
Coitus. Bumping uglies. Doing it. Hide in the sausage. Intercourse. Romping. Let's see. What else?
And that's your time. That's your time. Now, he was awarded a point already for doing it, and he was awarded a very special point for shagging. But you gave him an additional point by bumping uglies. Bumping uglies was on the list.
Bumping uglies. What in the name of Valhalla? And where did
Bumping
that come
uglies.
You never heard of bumping uglies, Martin? Come on.
I have now.
I would assume that would have been like origins from the UK.
The only reason why we know what shagging is because it was in a British spy movie. If there was an American spy movie that talked about bumping uglies, you'd know.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So, now your banking question comes up. Now you have to keep your 3 points by answering this question correctly, or otherwise you lose all these points so far. If you get it correctly, you get an additional 5 banking points. And you have your phone a friend on the side there to help you.
I like friends on the side.
So your bonus question is, another term for having sex can be described as a creature with a double anatomic feature. What is this term?
What?
It's a term used. It's a term used to describe sex, and I'm describing it in a way without saying any of the words from the term. So this is a term used to describe people having sex. Another term for having sex can be described as a creature with a double anatomic feature.
Wow.
And I'm going to give you 20 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time starts now.
No, I've got nothing.
Phone a friend?
Double penetration is the only thing I can think of.
Wow, you went double penetration.
Well, I mean, you're talking. I don't know.
It's a DP.
All right, well, the answer is, first off, I said it can be described as a creature with a double anatomic feature, otherwise known as the beast with two backs.
What?
Two people having sex, they create the beast with two backs. You've never heard that before, Martin?
Until now, no. Every day. Say.
Wow.
I'm calling shenanigans on that one.
Well, you lose all those points, so you're back to 0.
That's okay. I only had 3. It's fine.
All right. So, the 3 categories remaining for round number 1 are personal products, leather and rubber, whips and chains.
Whips and chains, please.
I got a customer, guys. I got to let you go. Talk to you
Okay,
later.
later.
Cool, man. Later, taters.
He heard that. He was like, I got to go.
Bless him. D-Unit, everybody. He's a funny geezer. He is. He's a good bloke.
For all we know, he might call back in and have the customer on the line, too. So you chose whips and chains for category number 2. So
I did, yeah.
name these things. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. I got to hit the little music. Your question is, name these things you might find on a chain. Name these things you might find on a chain. You have 20 seconds.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time starts now.
Okay, a padlock. You could padlock chains. You could have like a necklace. You can have keys on a chain. You could have a dog if it's like a chained leash. Your woman, or your bloke, if they're into that kind of thing. Igor, possibly. What the hell on the end of the chain? You could have probably a
That's your time. That's your time. Going to the judges. Let's see how many you got right. You got a lock. Very good. A padlock. You got a pendant because you mentioned necklace. And the necklace itself is the chain, but the pendant would be on the chain. Close enough. You got that one. You also don't train your dogs very well. You have to put them on a chain. You got that one. And you said your girlfriend or your bloke, and the judges gave you prisoner. Your prisoner would be on a chain. And the one that you did not get, wallet. You know those biker wallets that got a chain on them?
Yeah, I did have one. I did have one of those. I did not cross my mind.
So you have 4 points on the table right now. And and now we got to go to your banking question. This one is worth 10 points. So you can get 14 points out of this question. Are you ready, sir?
I am about as ready as I'll ever be.
Your banking question is, fill in the blank to complete this popular rap lyric.
Oh, jeez.
Fill in the blank to complete this popular rap lyric. Remember the categories, too. Remember the categories.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch me blank, watch me nay-nay.
Whip.
And the judges say, yeah, very good. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay.
That just sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
How many Grammys did they get for that?
Participation Grammys.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one now. Don't you know? Don't you know? So, you are up 14 points now. Those are in your bank. You got those points going forward. So, your next 2 categories, personal products, leather and rubber.
Leather and rubber, please.
Leather,
Alien Snow.
Leather and rubber. And your question. Name these things made out of rubber. Name these things made out of rubber. You have 20 seconds.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time starts right now.
Gimp suits, otherwise known as PVC. Tires are made out of rubber. Erasers are made out of rubber. You've got car engine bushes, which are made out of rubber. You've got that on your list, though. Probably the inertia dampener on the mothership has probably got rubber in there. Rubber. What else is rubber? The soles of your shoes, I suppose.
And that's time. That's time. You did amazingly poorly.
I'm not surprised.
So we go to the judges, and how many did he get right? He got tires. Tires are made of rubber. Yeah. Very good. And nothing else. What you did not get was rafts. Rubber rafts.
Okay.
You got balls.
Rubber balls, yeah.
Rubber balls.
Should have got that.
You got bands. Rubber bands.
Oh, okay.
And bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Okay.
If you can say all that. So you got 1 point right now on the table. And we go to the banking question to see if you keep that point. Moving you up to a astounding 15 points.
Wow.
Okay. Your banking question is as follows. In the United States of America, The term a rubber is referring to a condom. If in London, what might someone give you if you asked for a rubber? Would it be A, a raincoat, B, a lap dance, or C, an eraser?
It's going to be a racer, but you never know what bar you could be at.
Depends on who you ask and where you're at.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yes, it will be an eraser.
And how many $10 bills and how many packs of Lucky Strikes you have?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the judges. Yeah! Your banking question. Thanks you. That one was worth 15 points banking. So you got 16 points on that question.
Woohoo!
So what's that? 30 points you got now? What? Yeah, 30 points. You're up to 30 points, man. You're almost on the board.
Almost.
And the final category for round number 1: personal products. It's amazing that that's the one that you saved for last, because I said to save the one you know most about.
Well, it was all of that. Or, yeah, it was a tough call. It was a tough call.
Tough call. Name these things people might use on their genitals. Name these things people might use on their genitals.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time, you have 20 seconds, and your time starts now.
Eagles lube. You've got any other lube. You have shaving foam, because I like to shave. It's very nice. And on your genitals, you could have soap, you could, or shower gel, or whatever else. What else would you use on your genitals? Some sort of fungal cream if there's something wrong going on down there.
And that's time. Let's go to the judges. You got... They put razor, but you said shaving cream, so they gave that one to you. You also straight up said soap, and I certainly hope so. Okay? Well, I know Famunda cheese going on. You know what I'm saying? And no more. Unfortunately, you got no other ones. The ones that you did not get was condoms.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, yeah.
You did not get antibiotics. Might have to use some cream. I don't know. You might have a little something going on down there. You know what I mean? You might have to get a little injection and a little thing going on. You know what I'm saying? You have to see a doctor. Anyway, the other thing that someone might use on their genitals is other people's genitals. Remember the whole bumping uglies thing, see? Eventually they have to come in contact. See what I'm saying? So you got 2 points sitting on the table, and your banking question is as follows. What substance... My God. What substance causes ladies' bits to itch and also bread to rise? What substance causes ladies' bits to itch and also bread to rise?
Well, there could be many answers, but there's only one. That will be yeast.
Yeast is the answer that you give. We go to the judges, and yes, it is yeast. It is the ingredient that causes bread to rise. It is also a common infection causing itching and bitching for ladies.
And also in beer as well.
Yes, indeed. 10. So that was 20, so you got 22 points. So you're at 52 points for round number 1.
Watch me lose them all now.
Now, we're kind of going over time here. I was going to do a little break and everything before we went to round number 2, but we can't. Here comes round number 2, and just to let you know, in round number 2, the player will be choosing from categories to test their knowledge. They will be asked a question and must come up with as many answers as they can in a set time frame. Players will be awarded 1 point for every matching answer on their list. Then a banking question will be asked. If answered correctly, you will bank those points and be awarded additional banking points. The banking point value will increase as the game continues, so save your most knowledgeable categories for last. You can get up to 15 matching points and up to 60 banking points this time because there's only 3 categories. There is also a perfect score bonus of 25 points, making round number 2 also worth up to 100 points in total.
I just had a stroke.
Basically, the only thing that's different is your banking points are worth more now.
So, very good.
That's about it. So, in round number 2, your categories are... Name these stereotypical things about people that work at carnivals and at circuses. I'm going to rephrase that. That didn't sound good. I'm going to say it like this. Name these stereotypical things about people that work at carnivals and at the circus.
Okay.
And you got 20 seconds.
20 seconds to comply.
Your time starts now.
I haven't got really many. You've got carnies, freaks, especially if it's a freak show. You've got clowns. You've got jugglers. You've got acrobats. And,
these are. Let me start it over again. Not things that you find at carnivals and circuses. Stereotypical things about people that work at carnivals and at the circuses. So I'm going to give you another 20 seconds, and your time starts now.
Okay, then. So, carnies, freaks. And that's all I've got.
Well, think about the carnies. What do you know about carnies? Stereotypical things that you would automatically assume.
Struth. Bearded ladies.
Wow, out of time. Out of time. I wish I had a buzzer here. I do have something that I can play. Let's play.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
No, I can't hear it.
I know you can't, but everybody else can.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
All right, so let's go to the judges. You got one right answer. And
why am I not surprised?
The answer is they're freaks. Okay, that's a stereotypical thing that they're freaks. Now, the ones that you didn't get, stereotypical things about carnies, for instance, drugs and alcohol. They're all on drugs and alcohol. They're meth heads, man. They're on drugs and alcohol. What's another stereotypical thing? They're on parole. They're all ex-cons. Stereotypical. See, not true necessarily, just stereotypical. Another thing, they travel. They have to travel.
Yeah, true, yeah.
And the last thing that you missed was murder children in the city sewers. You missed that one, too.
How very it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, dear me. Oh, wow.
Okay, so your banking, you have one whole point sitting there on your table now. So your banking, your banking question is, what famous person was put on display in a freak show, but later earned the respect of his fellow man by shouting, "I am not an animal"? What famous person was put on display in a freak show, but later earned the respect of his fellow man by shouting, "I am not an animal"?
Will be the Elephant Man, Joseph Merrick.
And let's go to the judges. And you are correct, sir. Joseph Merrick, otherwise known as the Elephant Man.
Bless him.
That movie's so hard to watch.
It is. It is.
It's so hard to watch. And you know what? I even saw a version of that movie a long time ago where they had a guy playing him that didn't have any makeup or anything on, and it was like, you have to like imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was a weird version of the movie. It's like the actor did not have anything going on. He looked like a normal person, but you had to pretend in your mind while watching the movie that he looked like that. That was weird. Okay. It was very weird. But anyway, the other one, hard to watch. So you got that one correct. We're going to give you 10 banking points on that one with an additional point that you got there from the matching. So you got 11 more points being added to your running total. So at 63. And I'm sure my math is going to be off at some point here. That's why I can't do the show by myself, man. The show this segment would be over already if I had people helping.
I know, I need an intern or...
Exactly. I need somebody to run the phones. I need somebody to handle the computer. All this stuff. So, your two remaining categories to choose from are breakfast foods and famous pies.
Famous pies, please, Mr. Railingstone.
Famous pies?
Famous pies, mate.
Famous pies. So here comes your question. It's a real simple one. You shouldn't have any problem with this one. Name these common and famous pies.
20 seconds to comply.
You have 20 seconds, and it starts now.
Okay, so I think there's difference of opinions here, but I do believe that pumpkin pie is very popular over there. Steak and ale pie is very popular over here, along with chicken mushroom. You have key lime pie. You have got custard pie. You have got cream pie. It could be the same thing. You have all these kind of pies, is there?
Wow! Yeah, you're out of time. You're right. There's a difference of opinion here because half the stuff you said, I was like, what in the hell is that? What in the hell is that? What in the hell is that? Okay? We go to the judges and you got pumpkin pie. Nice job. One. You got one right answer. The ones that you did not get was pecan pie or pecan pie, depending on how you want to say it. Blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie, okay.
Apple pie.
Yeah, should have picked apple, yeah.
And the one that got raped in the movie American Pie. That's the most famous pie. And I think it was an apple pie, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't have cream pie in there as a curveball. Very disappointed in you.
I tried to do something with cream pie. I really did, but...
I'm sure you did.
It just left a bad taste in my mouth. So you have 1 point on the table. Your banking question is... Finish these famous lyrics. Cool drink of water, such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry. Blank. Cool drink of woman, such a sweet surprise. Tastes so good, make a grown man cry. Blank.
Sweet cherry pie.
And we go to the judges. No, that is correct. Sweet. You even made sure you put sweet cherry pie, which was the correct answer. Very good. Which gave you 21 points from that question, bringing your total up to now 83 points. Your final category for round number 2 is breakfast foods. Again, we're probably going to bump heads on this. Let me make sure I intentionally did what I say I'm going to intentionally do. I intentionally left crumpets off the list. I'm giving you that one right now by saying don't say crumpets.
Damn it.
I took that one away from you because that was going to be too easy.
Damn you, Mr. Railingstone. Damn you.
So that was, what were we going to call that? Your free square? Like, what are we going to call that? Like your freebie? Your hint?
Yes, the English card.
That's
you took it away, sir. You took it away.
The English card.
I feel underprivileged.
All right, so breakfast foods is the category. And here comes the question. Name these foods that are famously eaten for breakfast. Name these foods that are famously eaten for breakfast.
20 seconds to comply.
And your time starts now.
Cereal, toast, the full English, if you are English, bacon, or bacon and eggs, egg on toast. You would probably have waffles on there for some godforsaken reason. Probably bagels, muffins, maybe, as in the savoury version.
And that's time. That's time. And you know what? I went head to head with the judges over here too. I tried to get you waffles, but no. They said no. Because what's on here isn't waffles, so they said no. So what you ended up getting for this one was, you said toast, and the judges gave you French toast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because toast is eaten like anytime, really. I mean, you had toast with they have SOS, which is like chipped beef poured over top of toast. It's disgusting. I would never eat it, but there it is. But they gave you French toast, and of course you said steak and eggs. They gave you eggs, and that's all you got for this particular one. And they were being very hard on you because I said, well, pancakes is on the list. Needed to say waffles, and the judges say, well, that's because waffles ain't freaking pancakes. So you didn't get that. They also disagreed that sausage is not bacon. I didn't put bacon on this list because I would eat bacon every minute of every day. It doesn't have to be breakfast. I love me some bacon.
This is true. This is true.
So they had sausage on the list. And the last one you didn't get, which is famous for Americans to eat for breakfast, leftover cold pizza. Leftover cold pizza. So you got 2 points, and your banking question is as follows. What 2 changes? These are I'm going to give you a product, and you're going to have to make 2 changes to this product. Okay? What 2 changes would you need to make to turn a corn dog into breakfast food? What 2 changes would you have to make to a corn dog to turn it into breakfast food? A, pour biscuit gravy on it and eat it before noon. B, switch the cornbread with pancake mix and the hot dog with a sausage link. Or C, just eat it and remind yourself that your stomach has no idea what time it is. Now is now.
I think the answer could swap in between B and C. Psychologically C, but normally would be B.
So we're going to see what they say. Go to the judges. We actually have those here in America. They are pancake on the outside and sausage on the inside with a stick, and you put it in the microwave. That's right. We are fat and lazy over here. Big time. Big time. So that gave you, what, 31 more points? Was that? No, 32 points added to that. So
Win a chicken dinner.
What is it, 115 points? I'm sure I'm wrong. So you're up to 115 points.
All right.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, well, at least it's not 0. At least it's not 1. And at least it's not a minus.
I thought you'd be kind of mad because the rules were different last time and you ended up with, like, more points.
I know, right? Yeah.
But, you know, we'll just have to lower the cost of all the fabulous prizes on the website. Now, that brings us to the final round. Okay, remember the final round is a double or nothing round. Let me read you exactly what I wrote here for the rules. See, I'm not prepared. I'm going to pre-record some of this stuff and just press play and it tells you the rules. Okay, so in round number 3, it's a double or nothing round. The player will be given a final category and asked to answer 2 final questions. If the player gets both questions wrong, they will lose all of their points and are deemed a dumbass. If they get 1 correct answer, they will be awarded the title of smartass and retain their current points. If they get both questions correct, they will be awarded the title of supreme smartass. Their points will be doubled, allowing them to cash them in for fantastic prizes. They will also be asked back to defend their title in future episodes of Who Wants to Be a Smartass. So are you ready for your final round?
I am, sir.
See, this is a lot like a modern day government. We don't really give you the choice right now.
Yeah, it's happening anyway.
You're going into this round and you could lose everything. You can't say, no, I'm just going to leave with what I got now. No, you can't. Sorry. So your final category chosen by me is lyrically speaking. Lyrically speaking. Now remember, there are 2 questions. The first one locks in your banked points. The second one doubles them.
Okay.
So here's the first one now. I'm going to give you a lyric from a song. You have to give me the artist's name. It could be a band, it could be a singer, but it's the artist's name. Okay?
Go on then.
I might even award you some bonus points maybe for the name of the song.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to give you an extra 5 points if you name the song too. So, here's the first one. A little too tall, could have used a few pounds. That's your line. A little too tall, could have used a few pounds.
Oh, wow. Wow. I believe it sounds very Bob Seger-ish. What's the band? Silver Bullet Band, is it?
Well,
that's the artist.
I would take both of those as the artist name. I will take both of those.
Okay.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. That's all I got.
And the judges say that's correct.
Oh wow!
It is Bob Seger, or you could have said the Silver Bullet Band. It's Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Now, would you like an extra 5 points by naming the song that line comes from? Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. A little too tall. Could have used a few pounds.
Oh, I think it's on top of my head. It's Night something. Is it Night Moves? I think it's Night Moves.
And judges say, yeah, it's Night Moves. So you have now banked all of your points, and you just got an additional 5 points, bringing you up to 120 points. Now, this is the time that you get the wimp clause. Here's your wimp clause. You can leave right now with your 120 points and buy fabulous prizes. Or you can risk it all on question number 2, which would take you up to 240 points, which I think is what you had last time.
Possibly, yeah.
Actually, I think you will beat it.
Go on then. Well, I chickened out last time, so I'm going to go all or nothing.
All right, all or nothing. Here we go. No, it's not all or nothing. You still keep your 120 points.
Oh, okay.
So, well, no, we have to say all or nothing. Otherwise, why would you say no? Okay, it's all or nothing. All right, so here we go. Making up rules as we go. Just like government. Here is the lyric, and you got to tell me the artist name, and then I'll give you an additional 10 points for the song title. Okay?
Okay.
And here it goes. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. The line is, look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. What's the name of the artist?
Oh, jeez.
I can give you a hint by trying to impersonate the artist.
Okay.
Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy.
I'm sure he's listening right now going, that don't sound nothing like me!
Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy.
Oh, wow. No, I do not know this one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no! He loses everything on an all-in question, and the answer was Digital Underground. Digital Underground. And you also lost the 10 points if you had said the Humpty Dance. The Humpty Dance is the dance to the hump.
No, I would never in a million years have got that.
Never stopped me from getting busy. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. You don't know that song?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. You have to send you some stuff. All right. Well, I do apologize, sir, that it didn't work out better for you.
You win some, you lose some, sir.
That's
win
right.
Some, lose some.
But, we've got great parting gifts with you, like the admiration of the host,
Absolutely.
And a copy of the home game. It's virtual. Just virtually think about some questions and answer them yourself on your own time. And thank you very much, sir, for playing Who Wants to Be a Smartass. Folks, if you would like to be a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Smartass, then send naked photos and $5,000 in cash to Alienstone at alienxradio.com. If you're going to be in the Detroit area, you can drop it off in person, I guess. Until next time, this is Alienstone saying, stay smart, smartasses.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, sports fans? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The Houston Texans have released defensive end J.J. Watt per request, ending a 10-year career with the team that drafted him at 11th overall. In a video posted to Twitter, Watt said that he sat down with the McNair family and both parties made a mutual agreement to part ways. This coming days after Matthew Stafford parted ways with the Detroit Lions and subsequently was traded to the LA Rams for Jared Goff. Watt went on to say, in part, quote, "I'm excited and looking forward to a new opportunity, and I've been working extremely hard. I appreciate the McNair family for drafting me and giving me my first opportunity in the NFL," end quote. Watt had one more year left on his current contract, but was free to sign with another team after disputes over money. Other teams are already clamoring to acquire the Defensive Player of the Year, like Cleveland, Buffalo, Tennessee, and more notably Pittsburgh, where his brothers TJ and Derek already play for. I will keep you updated on where he goes next season. Also, two other brothers have both called it quits. Twins Marquise and Mike Pouncey have announced their retirement at the same time after a decade in the league. Marquise, a Steeler, and Mike, a Charger and Dolphin, were both starting centers for their respective teams, and Marquise went to 9 Pro Bowls. And just 1 week after the Jacksonville Jaguars hired him, the team announced that Director of Sports Performance Chris Doyle has resigned from the team after a huge backlash from activist groups criticizing the team's decision to hire him. The criticism comes from Doyle's time at the University of Iowa football program, where he was seen mistreating black players and using racial slurs against them. This led to the program firing Doyle, a move that Jags coach Urban Meyer and general manager Trent Baalke seemed to overlook in hiring him. The joint statement outlined that Doyle had formally resigned to avoid being a distraction to the team, but I'm sure that the decision was to right the wrong they made to appease the activist groups that were breathing down their necks. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, everybody, welcome to hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. We're broadcasting directly into your Vajir holes from the other side of Planet Chaos on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio Network, J Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, and replay and syndication around the world on fantastic stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio in Amsterdam, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Thank you for listening wherever it is in the world that you are tuned. You can give me a call, 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or you can Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. You'd be wrong. For those of you just tuning in, you're late. We get things underway at 9 a.m. Eastern right here on this fantastic radio station. So let's go ahead and do things like we usually do in hour number 3 on The Attack.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
And now your wackadoo of the week.
Oh, the wackadoo of the week makes a return, folks. It's just, whenever you look at something and go, why? That could be the wackadoo of the week. Today, it's not really that much of a wackadoo, but it's wackadoo enough. And the wackadoo of the week brought to you by, oddly enough, by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Don't forget to check out his brand new Viking line of lube, like Sea Beast squid-flavored lube for the Viking ladies out there, with extra sea salt for grit. So anyway, an epic piece of artwork has been made by thousands of footprints in the snow, and it's captured the attention of near Finland's It's captured the attention of everybody near Finland's capital of Helsinki. Under the guidance of local resident and amateur artist Janie Pico, 11 snow-clad volunteers stamped a series of complex geometric patterns on a golf course. together, the design resembles a huge snowflake. The artwork, which was completed over 2 days, measures about 160 meters, that's 525 feet, for only one country left on the planet, I think, that still uses that anyway, in diameter. A Finnish newspaper said it could be the largest snow drawing ever made in the Nordic country. This was a way for me to develop as a human being, said Pico, who was inspired by visual effects and has created smaller snow illustrations by himself. I wanted to learn how to inspire people and see if I could guide them. Mapping out the patterns of snowshoers to follow within a set area on a golf course required a great deal of on-ground planning. And why did you do this? Just because. I got nothing else to do, right? Just because. I got nothing else to do. So, we'll just do it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to some music for your Vajir holes. Once again, coming from the Detroit area in a little segment we call The Locals, it's Concrete Angels.
And now it's time for The Locals.
Alien Stone took me up inside the mothership, and they did all kinds of experiments on me. And now, I don't like country music no more.
road. And I'm the cause you dream. I'm the one times you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain, and I wanna be your weekend love. I wanna be some kind of friend. Baby, I can steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. Oh, yeah, I know, times have changed. Tell me I'll reach out so you, that means you too. Say you won't leave, but you can't make up your mind. You better close it. You better close it. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see, I only wanna see it.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com, broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Come
And once again, folks, it is time for the punchlines. This portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. All right, folks. Turkish man's 37-year relationship with what? A swan. That's with what? Is anything but bird brain. Now, I looked it up, folks. The average lifespan of a swan is 20 years. So what kind of friendship, quote-unquote, you got going on that makes a bird last an extra 17 years? You know what I'm saying? Just wondering. They attribute the long-lasting friendship, they say, to a written roommate agreement that an idea in which they stole from The Big Bang Theory. So basically, you just you work out all your crap ahead of time. You don't argue about it throughout the course of your relationship, and then everybody just lives longer. You know what I'm saying? Just set all the ground rules, be honest up front, follow the rules, and everything will be fine, apparently. And you'll live an extra 17 years, especially if you're a swan in Turkey. That's a lot of birds. New Zealand scientists... Man, I don't know who typed this up. Oh, that's right, it was me. But I really didn't do a spell check at all. New Zealand sentences a cactus smuggler caught with 947 plants strapped to her body. You know, is this like that? Remember that old movie where the guy was like trying to get on the plane and he had all the heroin strapped all over his body and everything, and he was sweating like a pig, and then he got arrested and thrown into a Turkish prison where he got beat all the time and stuff, and then they smuggled some money into him, and he tried to buy his way out, and they tried to take the money and beat him up and everything, and he got him killing the guard and getting away. I don't remember that movie. Would you remember that movie? I remember that movie. But anyway, in this particular case, why would you even have to strap them onto your body? I mean, they are cacti, correct? Just kind of throw them at the chick. I'm sure that they'll stick. It's the nature of the cacti. You know. I'm sure they'll stick. Just like the smuggling charges. And finally, a lawyer gets stuck in a cat filter mode during a Zoom trial meeting. Oh my God, really? And guess what his excuse was? He had two excuses, actually. First one was he was using his assistant's computer and he didn't know how to turn off this filter. And the second thing that he told him, he goes, "Sir, I assure you, I am not a cat." Because it was so convincing that the judge may have thought for a moment that he was having a conversation with the cartoon cat. Good thing you explain this, you know. Because in today's society, you can't question somebody because they might identify as a cartoon cat, right? And then you'll offend them, and you can't do that. And you have to be honest, and you have to be open-minded. You might identify as a cartoon cat. I don't know. People are like that. They're weird. They do weird things all the time. Anyway, that has been the punchlines. In your face. And folks, what are we going to do right now? I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing at this point. We're going to have some music for your Vajir holes, that's for sure. And then we got just a few questions from yesterday. Which, since yesterday was Valentine's Day, folks, I wrote a very special just a few questions for yesterday. And Sir Martin of Mad and D-Unit were answering some questions about Valentine's Day in the post-apocalyptic world that we're living in today. And it's, of course, called the post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day. So that will be coming up momentarily. But first, let's take a very short recess from reality, courtesy of one of my favorite new recess from reality bands, Norwegian Soft Kitten. It's time to talk about that hospital gown sex on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
I'm unable to establish your gender. as the garments you wear hang loosely on your frame. You're more androgynous than I remember. I suppose it would help if I could recall your name or your sex. Of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. I'm unable to determine your title. Mr., Mrs., Miss, ma'am, or sir. And now this piece of information is vital. I suppose it would help if there was more that I could infer from your sex. Of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Conflicting feelings getting hard to manage. But I'll keep an open mind and follow my heart. As your doctor, I have a slight advantage. I suppose it would help if I just had a look at your chart or your sex. Of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex of you is indeterminate through your hospital gown. Sex.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe, and I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy. Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Give me some static!
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919.
You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time? Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagina holes.
All right, folks, we've reached that point in the show where I'm going to bring you the replay of yesterday's episode of Just a Few Questions. This is a show that airs within a show. It's called Inside the Mothership. We air that show at 12 noon Eastern on this fantastic radio station each and every Sunday, where we will sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. And within that show, we do a little segment called Just a Few Questions, where I write just a few questions and I ask just a few very inappropriate questions, a very few disturbing questions, and I put people in very unusual and awkward situations. And this particular week was Valentine's Day. So what better way to do that than with a very special Valentine's Day episode of Just a Few Questions. So D-Unit, my co-host, and, of course, Sir Mad Martin of UG Media was on the line, and I had them answering their questions this week for the post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day episode of Just a Few Questions, brought to you by Igor's Lube.
And now it's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, everybody, welcome to Just a Few Questions. I was adding our man Mad Martin down there in the little screen there so everybody can see who it is that is also squirming. With the strange, weird questions.
Today. Oh, I've got a beer in my hand. I remember those times. It's in a glass. Back in the before times. And where I've actually got my natural hair. That's an old pick.
Would you like that beer in a glass? It comes in glass. The bottle's made of glass. Go away. All right, so Just a Few Questions is where I put people in strange circumstances and I ask them inappropriate questions and I watch them squirm while they try to come up with which answer they're going. Well, how can I say this? Which is the least weird answer they can come up with? I don't know. Gee, what happened to your microphone?
I don't know. I thought I was fired.
I thought it was fired.
He was canceled. He's been canceled. So, here we go. Let's get things underway with
Question number 1.
Question number one. Well, it's that time of year again. Love is in the air. Couples are walking along the river hand in hand. Loved ones are all over. Loved ones all over are getting flowers and chocolates, romantic dinners, and nights out on the town. That's right, it's Valentine's Day. Well, that's how it used to be before, right? But we do not live in the old world we used to. Sure, the restaurants are open, but who can get in there with the COVID-19 capacity limits? Plus, the masks and the plexiglass everywhere does not make for a romantic setting. The movies are out, travel is out, so let's begin to find a way for you and your significant other to enjoy your post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day. By the way, every time I've said that today, I maybe have said it twice without stumbling on that. Your post-apocalyptic Valentine's Day. That's hard to say. First, you will need a meal. A romantic dinner has always been the beginning of a traditional Valentine's Day. You cannot get into a restaurant, so you will have to bake this meal for two at home. What is your plan? A, order whatever you would have had at the restaurant and have it delivered by Grubhub or Uber Eats. Just include on the delivery instructions that you want the driver to be clean. You want him to wear a mask and gloves and a biohazard suit. B, grab what hasn't been picked clean from the shelves at the grocery store, hoping your meal will not consist of Spam sandwiches and Funyuns. 6. C. Jeez, oh, Pete, dude, I am really distracted right now. I'm thinking about something I shouldn't be thinking about. Let me clear my mind. Okay. I am really thinking about something else.
What's his name?
You. This is the first time this word's ever made it in Just a Few Questions. You will prepare roasted Hassenpfeffer, shot in the backyard, with a Capri Sun reduction sauce,
Served with water chestnuts and bamboo shoots that you've had for years in the back of the shelf, telling yourself that you were going to make a stir fry one day. Or D, nothing. Cupid started this whole mess, so Cupid can figure it out. There's a wild card answer. Answer unit of D. Let's say a few.
All right, so Sir Madam Martin's probably going to go with C.
Or 6 for some reason.
Right, or 6. Or no, he's going to go with D. C just sounds nasty, and I don't even know how you pronounce whatever you pronounce.
Well, Hassenpfeffer is rabbit.
Okay.
It's roasted rabbit.
Nope, I like bugs, so we're going to keep the bunny cool. B, I'm way too lazy to go to the grocery store. So definitely not going there. I think A sounds pretty sweet, to be honest with you.
So you just order everything, just make sure the guy comes in like wrapped in bubble wrap and a
that, or you know
mask.
what? I would just do curbside pickup. I would add my favorite Mexican restaurant.
So you make up your own curbside.
Make up my own curbside.
Curbside pickup at Chick-fil-A. All right.
No, it took 6 days.
There is no curbside.
There is no curb.
Can't even get to the curb.
A loop.
Sir Martin of Mad, what say you? Remember, there is a wild card answer.
Interesting. Well, I am very handy in the kitchen myself. So I can get really, really creative. I can make multiple different meals. I'm very good indeed. But I'm going to go with the wild card, sir.
Just let you know, all you single ladies out there, he was just putting a plug in for himself.
That's right.
So you can catch him at madmartin@ugmedia.com.
I can cook Mexican, I can cook English, I can cook stir fry, Indian, all sorts of stuff. I can even boil a lobster.
Oh,
wow!
Or steam it, as it is. But you know what it is.
I got you.
So the wild card answer that you just chose is you head downstairs and grab a bucket of your Patriot survival food from your bomb shelter pantry and a few cups of distilled water from the storage tank. Mix well and cook over a propane stove. Voila! Nothing says you love someone like a bowl of basic, flavorless, and unidentifiable emergency rations.
That too is also a possibility. I'm going with that. That is epic.
Man, Martin said he can cook, man. So sounds to me like.
And then he goes down and gets.
Sounds to me like he can
powdered meat.
He can make a Thanksgiving dinner out of a rat.
Right.
Because I can't doesn't mean I will.
So the bonus question is, with this meal going on, candles or lanterns on the table for mood?
Oh,
Candles. Mad Martin. Candles or lanterns? With you, remember, you're downstairs in the bomb shelter pantry cooking Patriot survival food rations out of packets. On a propane stove.
Well, if we're going to go down that route, then it's going to be glow lights.
Glow lights.
Oh, good call.
Because now actually that gives mood.
Exactly.
It's green, which is weird, but still mood. Gives mood. All right. Bringing us to
question number 2.
Question number 2 is as follows. Now you can't go out on the town like you used to do. The nightlife is in a coma right now and on life support. So again, you will need to make the best of your Valentine's Day at home. So you won't be going out to the movies or a comedy show. You won't be going to the club for dancing. So what will your entertainment be for this romantic evening at home? A, binge watch the latest season of Cobra Kai while wrapped up together in a cozy flannel blanket, while drinking a cup of cocoa made from hot water, a melted Mr. Goodbar, and a few marshmallows that you dug out of an old box of Frankenberries still hanging around from Halloween. B.
I don't see nothing wrong with any of that.
I did that last week.
I know that's like a once a month thing for us. Is that the third Sunday of the month here? All right.
Frankenberry and Mr. Goodbar hot water chocolate it is. Okay. B, you take out your acoustic guitar and play and serenade your partner, making sure to include all of your favorite love songs like You Are Beautiful, Wonderful Tonight, Lady in Red, and Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne.
Stacy's mom got it going on.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one.
I like that one too.
Video's hot too.
I don't think I've ever seen the video.
Oh yeah, supermodel mom. C, board games, because a nice game of shoots and ladders will set the mood for Whoopi for sure. Or maybe you want to get angry in about 6 hours or so you can start a game of Monopoly you will never finish. D, you each enter your own rooms. You both log into an internet game. You both spend the evening hunting each other down and trying to kill each other. You know, because in real life, that sort of thing is frowned upon. And quite often, after many years of marriage, the answer to the question, what do you want to do today, is in fact kill you. There's a wild card answer. Mad Martin, go.
Wild card. Going straight for the wild card.
You're going straight for the wild card. He says bypass all the BS. Wild card it is. So,
I'm going with A, man. I just find that
binge watch the Cobra Kai.
Watch Cobra Kai.
Hot water, Mr.
Hot water, Mr. Goodbar. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Throw some marshmallows in there if you can find a couple. If not, it is what it is.
All right. So
yeah. Roll with it, baby.
All right.
On a nice cold Sunday afternoon.
Mad Martin chooses the wild card answer.
Hell yeah.
You both just sit in the same room with the TV tuned to mindless reality shows while you both scroll through Facebook on your own phones. The end. What a day, Mad Martin. What a day.
Yes.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's it. There we go. Go me.
And the bonus question.
Oh, bonus question.
Wait. This isn't really a bonus question.
Oh, then you did good today.
Wow, this is like an extra wild card that I wrote. Wow, so the extra wild card that I wrote.
It's a bonus wild card?
I guess it is, yeah, because it's not really a question. So this is your other option of what you could do for your entertainment at home.
I want to take mine back then, and I want to roll with this one.
Okay, I will allow that because I made a mistake. So you take with that, and you now go with the bonus wild card.
Wild card number 2.
You do a recreation of the classic romantic comedy Scarface with homemade sock puppets using Monopoly money and baby powder for props.
That would be awesome.
Yes!
That would be amazing.
Way more fun than eating Frankenberries.
But you still have that too. Doesn't say that you can't do that.
Sock puppets using Monopoly money and baby powder. Say hello to my little friend.
Hell yeah.
You want one? I'll give you one, man. You know?
That's it.
Amina!
And that brings us to
question number 3.
Question number 3.
Just for the record, real quick, just because you brought up Scarface, I really feel like...
that's all that baby powder.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I really feel like they need to redo Scarface with, like, modern-day filming technology and stuff. I think it would be completely badass.
What do you mean, completely mess it up?
I think I think the Muppets should do it.
Dude,
Yeah,
I always
like
wanted
the,
Fozzie Bear going, Wagga wagga, Mark!
Like the Happy Street Murders or whatever it was called with the
Yes!
puppets and what.
Yes, that was
Melissa
funny.
McCarthy.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one, too. I like
Some
that.
good stuff. All right, question number 3.
Question number 3. Okay, you have had your romantic dinner. You have taken in your evening of entertainment. And now it's on to the best part of Valentine's Day. Doing it! Given the unique, unusual, and straight-out weird evening so far, let's keep it going. Make sure your lovemaking is up to the CDC's safety standards. What steps can you take to ensure your Valentine's Day movement... What? Your Valentine's Day love-making will be romantic, post-apocalyptic compliant event. Okay? So it has to be a romantic, post-apocalyptic compliant event for the CDC. A, you both get naked, you stand 6 feet apart wearing masks and masturbating into a plastic grocery bag. The masks are not surgical masks, but realistic masks of celebrities. B, buy Wi-Fi networked couples sex toys. They can both either be inserted or have something inserted into them. Then they connect to a Wi-Fi network and are activated by applications downloaded to your phones. You control your partner's device remotely and the pleasure it gives them. It also has features allowing video chat so you can see your partner and the sending and viewing of photos. C, cut an appropriately sized holes in your masks and mix Igor's Afterwash hand sanitizer in with the lube. Sure, it will sting and burn, but that's how you know it's working. Or D, the CDC has recommended the use of glory holes. So, just cut an appropriately sized hole in the wall between two adjacent rooms, making sure to remove any rough edges and cover them with Igor's brand new padded anti-chafing glory hole safety tape. New product, folks! Once again, that would be Igor's brand new padded anti-chafing glory holes safety tape.
Absolutely genius. Have you? I don't know if you had some special shrooms last night, or you had a funny energy drink today, but you are on fire, sir. On fire.
It's Igor's Fun Shrooms. There's also a wild card answer. And Sir Martin of Mad. What say you?
It's pinning me on that as well. I don't want to be an arse, but could you run quickly through them again?
You both get naked, stand 6 feet apart, masturbate into a grocery bag with celebrity masks on. The Wi-Fi insertable devices that you can control with each other to give each other fun time. You cut appropriately sized holes in your masks and mix in the hand sanitizer into the lube, which will keep everything nice and clean down there. Of course, it'll burn and sting a little bit. Or use the glory holes and make sure that you keep the edges nice and smooth to prevent chafing by using the brand new padded anti-chafing glory holes safety tape. Wild card answer also.
I'm all the way for the wild card. Let's go for it. Let's do this.
Wild card for Martin. D says.
So you got A, which is masturbated in a paper bag type thing, right?
Plastic bag.
Plastic bag, 6 feet away, right? Yeah. And then you got B, where you got like other devices remote controlled,
right?
And to get each other off.
So lots of technology going on there.
So what if you mix those two together?
Okay.
So, we're 6 feet apart. I got the remote. She's got the remote. She's getting,
you got the masks.
The mask on in the bag. The question is, what celebrity mask is she wearing?
No, we can't get to that yet.
No? See, there's a wild card answer.
You see?
But either way, I would be doing the special other new product of the Valentine's Day Igor's Lube cinnamon flavored spermicide.
There you go.
Taking place.
Igor's Lube. Valentine's Day. Is that what we said, right? Valentine's Day.
Cinnamon spermicide.
Cinnamon flavored spermicide. That's right.
Also, you can think of those riddle, the riddle.
They're so riddle.
The riddle hearts that were cinnamon flavors when you were a kid. The riddle ones.
They're in there. They're in the lube, floating around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how the flavor.
That's how the cinnamon gets in.
It's slow release flavor.
It's gonna burn a little bit.
Come on.
Slow release flavor.
It's gonna burn a little bit. All right. What's the wild card answer?
The wild card answer is just do it in the bomb shelter. After all, it is the safest room in the house, right? Plus, that's where you keep all the post-apocalyptic emergency sex supplies, like the glory hole tape, radiation-resistant twister mat, and 50-gallon tank of original Igor's Lube. Nearby is also Igor's Flavor Station. You can add a drop of cherry mint or salmon flavor for tastier fun.
Oh,
yes!
God! The flavor, the Igor's flavor dispensary system, folks.
It's kind of like when you go and get a slush puppy.
Yeah, I can fit a little pump action before your pump action.
Pump the regular, and then you go, what kind of flavor you want in there? Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Pump action before the pump action.
It's telling you, it's concentrated, so be careful. Because the salmon flavor
man.
strong.
Stinks.
The wild card answer is, or no, I'm sorry, not the wild. The bonus question is, see, I'm distracted today. If you had chosen A, what mask would you like your partner to be wearing? And what mask do you think your partner would like you to be wearing?
I would be having her. No, I would. She'd be Anderson. She would have to be Jennifer Anderson. And then I would be. I don't know. What's that? Country singer dude? Brad something.
Brad Paisley.
Brad something.
Are they all named Brad or Pete?
We'll put down poster boy for modern country music.
There you go.
Poster boy for modern country music. Brad Montgomery.
There you go.
Brad Montgomery Brooks. So.
That's awesome.
And that brings us to lightning strikes. So remember, there is no right or wrong answer. You just have to agree with me. A lightning strike means you are correct, and this means you are not correct. So, flowers or chocolate, or, flowers and chocolate, or that's outdated.
Thinking you, right? Like you?
Yep. Flowers and chocolate, or that's outdated.
That's outdated.
Matt Martin?
Outdated.
Outdated, exactly.
Flowers and chocolate brings on allergies and diabetes.
Got that diabetes.
Diabetes.
Besides, man, you can't give away all the chocolate. What would you melt down into your water later on with the Franken mushroom?
I know, yeah.
I said mushrooms.
You did.
Yeah, that sounds really gross.
You stop thinking about that, dude? God.
Oh, what's going on, man? We got mushrooms and shrooms and all kinds of stuff going on, man. True or false?
False.
Some women have candles their husbands would be killed for if they got caught burning them.
Oh, true. 100% true.
Matt Martin.
Right, sorry, it broke up there a little bit. Say that again.
Some women have candles that their husbands would be killed if they got caught burning them.
Okay, yes.
You know, you got that one that's like the white pearl one from somebody's wedding or something like that is wrapped in plastic. If you ever burn it, you will get your throat slit in your sleep.
That's it. One of my actual daughters is very much like that.
Yeah.
So that is very, very true.
The candles are meant for burning, not this one.
Some cultures find it to be have bad luck if you have a candle in your house that hasn't been burned.
Wow. That's a good way to throw someone out that you don't want in there.
My great-grandmother used
Make them
to say
choose candle or
anytime you get a candle, you should still burn it, even if it's just for a second. But you got to burn the wick.
Okay. Good one. Number 3, stirring mac and cheese. Looks sexy or sounds like sex?
Sounds like sex. The cheesier, the better.
Mad
pizza
Martin.
looks good. The cheddar runs.
Wow. Yes, it sounds definitely sexually suspicious.
Yes. Yeah, that's all kinds of racket going on there. Okay, for sure or not really? This is a new category. For sure or not really? Do you now want some mac and cheese?
Not really.
Mad Martin.
Oh, well, no, not really.
No, not really. No. That didn't make me want mac and cheese. Not at all. I have to go through a reset process now. Yes or no? Has Alien Stone ever went dancing because a chick wanted him to?
I'm going to say no.
No.
He says no, and Mad Martin says no.
You did? Yeah. Did you get some?
Well, yeah.
All right. Because if you did it, you didn't get some.
Right, we don't know you as well as
Not that night necessarily, though.
Oh, well, then it's still it's a fail. It's a fail.
It was a process. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
dude,
find out.
dude.
It took time. You know what I'm saying?
You're humiliating yourself like that at first, man. Just humiliate yourself all the way through the whole night.
Number 6. Most of us picture a heart when we hear Valentine's Day. What would the second thing be that pops into your head as an image?
Rose.
You say a rose.
Valentine's Day. What's popping there? No, sorry.
And just
I do
an
not-
image. Just an image. Like you've got a heart. Boom. A heart pops in your head. What's the next image?
Or an arrow.
An arrow. See, that's another thing. An arrow.
Event Horizon, I suppose. I don't know.
Event Horizon. All right. Well, I'm going to say no to all that. 'Cause that's not what I said. Believe it or not, a Tommy gun.
Ah,
St. Valentine's Massacre, yeah.
You may have thought of that when I was saying that, but you didn't want to say it because you were trying to think of Valentine's Day. But you probably thought of a Tommy gun.
That's it. I'm actually looking at because I watched the YouTube thing because just talking into nothingness is just weird. So even though there was a slight delay, I'm actually looking at that, and I actually just noticed the gangster in the middle of the heart. Just a few questions picture.
Yep. Kind of fits right in.
Gangsta. Read all about it.
Yeah, huh? So, what would you rather watch on Valentine's Day? A romantic comedy on Lifetime or a botfly removal on YouTube?
Botfly removal on YouTube. I don't care if I'm wrong.
A romantic comedy on Lifetime or a botfly removal on YouTube?
I'm going to go with the YouTube.
The YouTube one. And I say, nothing is more painful than a romantic comedy on Lifetime for a dude. Just saying, it's horrible. Number 8. Finish this famous lyric. This famous lyric. I've had the blues, the reds, and the pinks. One thing for sure, blank.
Love stinks.
Love stinks. Yeah, love stinks. Love stinks. Yeah, that's it. I didn't give you a chance there, sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep singing.
What you guys said.
Yeah. I knew you would have got that one. I knew you would have got that one. Number 9.
Didn't Loverboy sing that?
Number 9. Store-bought card, handwritten note, or store-bought card with a handwritten note on the inside. What's going to get you the most points?
It's gonna be C, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of card with the hand.
Yeah. Handwritten note says you actually went someplace and paid money for it. The handwritten note says that you actually thought about her. Put that all together, get some. Same.
I'll stop by at the drugstore on my way home. You got a pen?
And something cool I could say.
Right.
Number 10.
What did you write?
The time that you got some, what'd you put there? I'm just going to change the name of the beginning. You better change the name.
I'll go dancing with you.
Right. Last one, number 10. What? Oh, well, that's because for some reason the word "some" is where it should say "song." Best song to do it to. So the song is playing, you're going to be doing it. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Freak Me by Silk. Or The Humpty Dance by the Digital Underground.
Oh, Humpty Dance by the Digital Underground. I actually watched that video the other day.
The Humpty Dance by the Digital Underground. Now, this really stumped my man over here because I asked him a question during Who Wants to Be a Smartass that involved Digital Underground. He had no idea who they were.
Oh, stop what you're doing.
So what's your answer, Sir Martin?
I've got no idea. So I'm going to go with Megadeth, Hangar 18, Sod It, which is not part of your thingies. So hit me up with that buzzer.
All right. Well, actually, I'm going to give you both lightning strikes because the sub answer says the song does not really matter. If you're doing it correctly, you won't be able to hear it over the bed springs and screams of pleasure. So you won't be able to hear it anyway, okay?
If you did it to that song, Me So Horny,
Wow.
and you can time it right, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the squeaks on the beat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me love you long time.
Yep, that would work. And that has been Just a Few Questions. And I want to thank everybody for joining me this week for another episode of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I hope you survived. I hope you made it. The big blue ball is once again ever so present in the windshield, so it's time to start beaming you back to Mother Earth, and you can continue the humdrum little lives that you were living before I picked you up and took you on this amazing ride. So until next time, this is Alien Stone saying thank you very much to everybody, everywhere, especially my affiliates. Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio, J Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB Get Smashed FM Radio, IRN Internet Radio Network, the WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice, Prod Core, Pure Rock, Good Talk, Mile High, and K89 Radio. Until next time, this is Alien Stone. Peace out.